everyone. I bring you this video from my garage on top of or near the top of one of my ladders. Of course, I've got a chair and a table behind me to talk about TLC, tables, ladders, chairs, of course, coming to pay-per-view this Sunday from WWE. And of course, the big match that everyone is talking about, the unification of the World Heavyweight and WWE Championships between John Cena and Randy Orton. This, in my opinion, has been a long time coming. Of course, I would have much rather seen it go on when Daniel Bryan and CM Punk were the respective champions, and I would have liked to have seen it happen at WrestleMania, the year that Sheamus won the WWE or the World Heavyweight Championship in 18 seconds. But I think that unifying these titles has been something that has really been necessary for quite some time. I do see some cons to it, but for the most part, I have long advocated for there to be one champion, recognize whether it's the WWE champion or the World Heavyweight champion. I don't care what they call it, but I like that idea of there just being one singular champion. Now, had WWE gone along with this brand split years ago that they tried and made separate pay-per-views and kept that momentum going and really attempted to go that way, I could see having two separate champions that wrestle on two separate shows. But now the brand extension is all but dead. We see Cena on SmackDown. We see Orton on Raw. Of course, they belong there. But anyway, you guys understand what I'm trying to say. The other drawback to having just one champion, will guys like Jack Swagger, not necessarily Jack Swagger, but will guys like Dolph Ziggler and Daniel Bryan himself, CM Punk even to an extent, will these guys get overlooked? Will WWE just focus on the Randy Ortons and the Undertakers and the Kanes and the John Cenas, the Big Shows of the world? Or will guys who maybe deserve that opportunity, even though they haven't been given the chance, will they be given more of an opportunity now because there's one less championship now to vie for? Of course, back when there were dual champions, you had multiple contenders out there and multiple guys getting pushed. Alberto Del Rio, Rey Mysterio. You know, I can run down the list of all the guys who have been there, done that, so to speak. So I'm curious to see if this plan goes to fruition. I had, up until watching Raw, thought that they were not going to end this with one champion. I thought there might be some kind of weird ending to prolong it to take us to WrestleMania, because it seems to me a match of this magnitude would be one that you'd want to do on one of your big four pay-per-views and not necessarily on a secondary pay-per-view like TLC. But I'm curious to see where it goes, especially now after Raw, because I did like the way it ended. There was kind of some questions, some doubt put out there. And I also kind of like the idea of Cena joining the Authority. I know that sounds kind of weird, and I'm not a big fan of the Authority, but I think it would shake things up. It would give Cena a new outlook, and I'd like to see Daniel Bryan win the Royal Rumble, go on to face Cena. But my gut tells me that Orton is going to end up winning this and becoming the unified champion. And, you know, I don't think that's best for business, but I am one fan in the vast WWE universe. So let me know what you think, and I'm sorry this has kind of been a sporadic, random thoughts. Things pop into my head, and I just kind of blurt them out. I really tried to sit down and write this out, and I just couldn't do it. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my 1, 2, 3 cents.